We've got less than 12 hours.
Last chance.
To use up all of the heavy cream in our house.
Romance. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are Two Crazy Ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we have heavy cream for the last time, you'll be alerted to it.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's the last day of 2022.
Yeah.
Wow. 2022 has had a lot of changes for us.
Yeah, it went by quick.
It did.
I feel like it was just last year.
Same. It really did go very quickly. But I'm excited for 2023.
Well, we're starting off with Fight Club.
Yes, we are. First of all. We are, because we are fighting for our lives. And that's basically what you're doing. I find that I am fighting for my joy sometimes. Right? During the day, you're in a struggle. It's a struggle to maintain that joy. Sometimes I'm struggling to put myself first. I'm fighting to put myself first, you know, in my own health journey, because maybe you're like, hey, I'm going to take a back seat right now because this stress is going on in the family life. And so, you know, maybe don't focus on my health right now. But it's like, no, you have to fight for yourself. And right. That's what we're going to be doing this year, really taking it seriously.
So if you didn't see the video, I'll leave a link up here for the 2KK Fight Club, which is basically in the year of 2023, we're going to fight for our life. Mm-hmm. And we're going to start off our January challenge
with whipped cream.
With an elimination challenge. Mm-hmm. Now, some members of Two Crazy Ketos are doing beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, which is a severe elimination challenge.
More than one ingredient.
Now, I'm going to tell you up front, we are not doing beef, butter, bacon, and egg this month.
Yeah.
Because we are going to be traveling a lot. As a matter of fact, we were looking at our schedule. We're going to be gone 3 out of the 4 weeks. What are you doing?
A little bit of egg right there.
I mean, we're going to be gone so much that on January 6th, we were supposed to be going to swim with the dolphins at SeaWorld's Discovery Cove.
And we had to postpone it.
I postponed it till March. And this is how you know we're like, oh, we need to spend some time at home. It cost me $100 to postpone it to March. But it was worth the $100 to have a little bit of that sanity because we have so much stuff going on. So what are we doing? We're eliminating heavy cream because heavy cream has creeped into our lives in the month of December. Not a lot. Like, it's not like we were cooking tremendously with it, but pretty much every coffee had heavy cream in it, just like a capful, and then heavy cream on top of it.
And I have not been having one coffee experience a day. So,
are you doing the whipped cream on all of your coffees?
No, I haven't been doing whipped cream on all my coffees, but I have probably been doing, what I do is I use the cap of the heavy whipping cream container.
That's about a half a tablespoon.
So I use I use a cap, and I put a cap in each coffee. But
that's like probably 5 coffees a day.
It adds up. It really adds up. And that's what we talk about with like carb creep. Because if it's like, well, it's only 2 total carbs or 1 total carb, that's fine if you're having 1 serving. But if you are having 5 servings a day, things can creep in without you realizing it.
We talk about that all the time. So if you were to go put a half a tablespoon of heavy cream in the chronometer, it's going to say you had 0 carbs. If you put into chronometer that you had 1 ounce of heavy whipping cream, it's going to round down to 0 carbs because it's like 0.8. if you go put into Chronometer that you had 4 ounces of heavy whipping cream, which is 8 tablespoons, which is very possible.
It's absolutely
if you're
possible.
a coffee drinker. If you put, say, 2 tablespoons per cup and you have 4 cups, that's 8 tablespoons, which is 4 ounces. And now you're at almost 4 carbohydrates just in heavy cream.
Not to mention the coffee itself. Because a lot of times what happens is that we track the carbs in our food, but not our beverages.
Right.
So every single time you're having a cup of coffee, that's like, 4 total carbs for like the big size mug that I'm drinking.
And then all the other stuff.
Right.
Like if you have cheese. Like one of the other things that I am going to kind of just put on a back burner for the month of January, in addition to heavy whipping cream, we were talking about it this morning when we got up, is jalapeno poppers. I love jalapeno poppers. I don't know about you.
I love them, but they're also a cream cheese conveyance.
And yeah, when we go buy jalapenos, I don't buy little ones. I bought some yesterday. You're going to see them later on today. That were the size of a boat.
Right.
I honestly, when I first picked them up in Publix, I bought every single one that was left in Publix. When I first picked them up, I was trying to figure out, are these jalapeno peppers or are they poblano peppers?
Right.
Because they were that big.
They're that big. And
we each had 4 yesterday.
Right.
We have enough for 4 left. We used 2 blocks of cream cheese.
I knew that you were starting to think we need to like cut back on the cream cheese consumption when you started mixing other things into the cream cheese. So like, I loved it. I mean, we put a sausage in it, which is delicious. But I also knew you were doing that to be like more meat, less cream cheese.
And here's the thing, as much as I love jalapeno poppers, you think, well, how bad are the jalapeno poppers, right? They are keto friendly. Every jalapeno popper you consume is 1 to 2 carbs.
Right.
Every one of them. And I know you're going, no. When I put it in, it's 0. A jalapeno popper, or just the pepper itself, is 1 to 2 carbs depending on the size of the pepper. And I'm
2
buying,
for us.
Again, a big one. That means that every half of a jalapeno pepper is rounded up as a carb. Then add in, I figure every jalapeno popper that we make has roughly an ounce of cream cheese. So that's another carb.
So that's 2 carbs.
So every jalapeno popper that you and I consume is 2 carbs. We average, when we make them, 4 to 5 each.
So that's 8 carbs
8 to
right
10
there.
Carbs. Add in
my coffee.
That.
So
and we haven't touched anything else. We didn't have a bar.
So
a keto brick.
So you're probably right now in the Christmas season, we've probably been at 30 total carbs without meat, eggs, extra, like a side of cheese here if we eat a nut or anything like that. So again, yeah, it's really good. Before you even decide what are you going to eliminate out of your life,
what is consuming your life?
Right. Where are you at? Because honestly, as much as we've led with like heavy whipping cream, I think that the best thing that you are eliminating is the elimination of the jalapeno poppers for the month of January. I think is going to have even more of an impact than you're anticipating.
Eliminating those 2 things for 1 month. Now, we didn't eat jalapeno poppers every day, but I would say 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah, I don't regret that.
I don't either, but I'm going to figure I'm probably eliminating about 40 to 50 total carbs per week that I was consuming.
That's a big impact.
I think that's about what I'm going to eliminate. But we are going to send off 2022 with a bang, which is why we're going to vlog. First thing is I am actually going down to Sprouts.
Okay,
I need to pick up a couple of things at Sprouts. You have a video to premiere this morning.
Yes.
I am possibly doing a trade with somebody on OfferUp. And then we're going to have a bang of a dinner. We're gonna have, here, first of all, this is just for you.
Chicken skins! I'm so excited, but I want you to put something in them this time.
So, since we're getting rid of the jalapeno poppers, we're doing jalapeno poppers. We're going to do pizza, like a chicken crust 2.0 pizza with lots of toppings on it. And then we're going to attempt Crab Rangoon. So lots of cream cheese.
Here's hoping.
We're going to attempt Crab Rangoon using chicken skins. And then also I need to go to Winn-Dixie because one of our subscribers put in the group that Winn-Dixie for this weekend only is doing brisket for $2.99 a pound.
Nuh-uh.
And I want to try to make some brisket carnivore chips.
Yes,
because
please.
The carnivore crisps and the carnivore snacks brisket one is my favorite. I think it's better than ribeye. It's fattier. It's just got an amazing taste. So
it's hard to beat brisket.
At $2.99 a pound, like I am willing to buy a nice brisket, pull out the slicer, and get all that going.
Me too.
And then tomorrow, depending on how we feel, we're planning on going to Rodizio Grill because Rodizio Grill is doing a thing on New Year's Day. If you go for brunch, which I don't want to do brunch from 11 to 3, it's $29. They have breakfast items, and then they have their 10 most popular meat options. But if you go for dinner on New Year's Day after 3 o'clock, it's only $30.
That's amazing.
For the full dinner.
Half off.
Including premiering something new they're doing and bacon-wrapped shrimp.
Ooh.
Okay, we stopped at Costco because we needed to return a chair that we bought that broke, but Costco has the greatest return policy. Even though it's about 9 months old, they took it back. Walking in the front door, they have these skinny dipped cups. And of course, 2 grams of sugar per cup. So, gotta look at it because it says no sugar alcohols, loads of peanut butter. It does say in the back, keto friendly. So we're like, maybe we should do a review on them. So here's my review. 1 cup is 70 calories, 6 grams of fat, 2 grams of protein, and only 6 total carbohydrates. And then we looked at the ingredients: unsweetened chocolate, peanut butter, allulose, cocoa butter, cane sugar, organic maple sugar, peanut flour, non-fat milk powder, salt, sunflower lecithin, and vanilla. Now, personally, I wouldn't get these because they have cane sugar and maple sugar in them. But I will say this, I would probably eat this before eating some of the other keto friendly peanut butter cups that are on the market, like especially like the one from Reese's, because I'd rather have the organic maple sugar than some of the garbage fibers that they're adding into them. So Rachel is way into sun-dried tomatoes.
I love sun-dried tomatoes.
So since we have a dehydrator and we have a freeze dryer, we're gonna try to make our own faux sun-dried tomatoes.
Let's give it a try.
We're gonna put them in the dehydrator, so technically they're not sun-dried tomatoes, but it'll be the same thing. So they have all of these like on the vine, so we're gonna buy 4 packages of these and try to make Rachel's sun-dried tomatoes, and then we'll put them in some good oil. And then I got this petite asparagus spear. I wanna try to freeze dry asparagus, but as we're walking down this aisle, I'm wondering, can we freeze dry Spam?
Let's try it.
That would be interesting. What would freeze-dried Spam be? Maybe freeze-drying sardines would make sardines edible.
Okay, so we just got out of Sprouts and we spent like $80 there. And if you want to see what we got, you're going to have to check out our separate grocery haul because we did find a lot of stuff when we didn't want to like make this video too long. So now we're going to go head over and buy some brisket.
So we went into Winn-Dixie. We got 2 briskets. Rachel almost fell over because when they ring up regular price until you hit total.
I freaked out.
But there were huge discounts. So we ended up with 2 briskets. The first brisket, the normal price was $100. We ended up paying $60.
Wow.
And then the second one was normal price $86, and we paid $52.
Way to go, Keto family. Thanks so much for like alerting us to that deal. Let us know if there is a deal at a shopping mart by you, because chances are somebody else would love to know that there's a deal at their local grocery store.
That's why we're a family, right? That's why we utilize Mighty Networks and our Facebook group. When you find these kind of things, put it up in your group. Heck, that is how everybody found out about the Publix deal on the rib roast, right? Our brother told us about it, and we posted it, and then all of a sudden everybody bought up all of the rib roasts in Florida. Every time we come home, there's just boxes, Amazon, chili sleep. Yeah, Rachel the other day woke up in water.
Floating in my chili bed.
And that was awesome. We called them up. Actually, it was like that night, in the middle of the night. I messaged them. They answered.
Right.
And 3 days later, you have a new mattress pad. That's pretty good.
Pretty awesome.
Okay, we're gonna put these tomatoes into the dehydrator. Right now I've got chicken in there, but I've got the chicken at 149 degrees, so I'm just gonna go there. We're just drying this chicken out for our pizza. I find it easier to do it in here than in the oven. In the oven, we normally have to do it at 500 degrees, but since I got the dehydrator, we'll just do that. So we're gonna put all these tomatoes in here at 149 degrees. We're gonna let them go for 6 to 8 hours. I really can't give you a great time because it depends on how thick you cut them. You don't want them to get all the way dry. You want them to be kind of pliable, and then we're gonna go ahead and put them into olive oil. What do you got over there?
Got a little Chef Chamois butter. I got enough for both of us because I felt like...
I was gonna say, you're putting it all the way over there.
I know. A little bit of like garlic butter reminds me of like Papa John's, right?
Yeah.
Where you'd have pizza and you have a little bit of that like garlic butter sauce.
So I've got the balsamic vinegar dressing, just a couple little drops from Primal Kitchen. It adds so much flavor and a little bit of sweetness. And we actually got the idea because we used to like always have the balsamic glaze
from Blaze
at Blaze Pizza, but there's like a lot of sugar in that. So our day kind of went its own way,
which was so happy for us because John Paul got his company wrap on his van.
I'm so excited. It looks so good.
It's very, very like professional.
If you need an electrician,
Brighter Days
electrician. If you are in the Port St. Lucie area, Boynton Beach area.
What's his logo or his motto? You're only one call away from a brighter day. I love that.
Yeah, so they stopped by with Peyton because he came down to pick up the car, and so we didn't film making dinner.
Right.
So we're gonna turn this into like
two-day
vlog. So like New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. How are we starting off the new year? Because I really wanted to film us attempting the Crab Rangoon, and everybody was kind of jostling around. So we're gonna do the Crab Rangoon tomorrow.
I mean, what a feast!
But we are having dinner, so we have a chicken crust pizza. This is the chicken crust 2.0. Leave a link for that video up here. It's basically canned chicken, pork rinds, Parmesan cheese, egg, and cream cheese. It really has the perfect consistency. Then we put some tomato sauce, and then we have mozzarella cheese, that pepperoni. We've got Italian sausage, and then we have the burrata cheese, which is like really good.
Very good.
I could not believe in Winn-Dixie they had 0 ricotta cheese. None. So we just had the burrata. And then a whole bunch of jalapeno poppers. I've got 6. Rachel's got 4. Because jalapeno poppers. Actually, I took one of yours, but I will give it back.
Thank you.
So, yep. So we're going to eat this. And then we're old, so we'll probably go to bed.
But we'll see you in the morning.
And then we'll see you in the morning. Good morning and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Our coffee tastes super creamy today. What did you do to our coffee?
Well, no heavy cream. Though we did finish our heavy cream last night.
We did.
We made sure we didn't throw that out.
I'm not throwing out any of it, especially when it was in the form of whipped cream. Finish that off.
I want you to try something.
Okay. It's like hot cocoa. Is this the zone? Is this the core?
This is what's in your coffee. It is super thick. I wish I had another glass here.
It is super thick.
That is amazing. It is the most chocolatey thing you'll ever have.
Okay, so what did you do?
So, we can't have heavy cream in our coffee.
We cannot.
And it was kind of disappointing waking up thinking about that.
Right.
So, I took a packet of unsweetened Keto Core.
Okay. Unsweetened.
Okay. Unsweetened version. I added in the Vitamix 4 tablespoons of melted butter.
Okay.
And some warm water. And an entire packet of chocolate Element.
Wow. Because it is chocolatey.
And that is in here.
It is chocolate.
And then I put about an ounce or so, maybe 2 ounces. I didn't measure it. Like maybe like this much in the bottom of our cup.
Of the concoction.
Of this into our coffee. And I'm using this as a creamer. But honestly...
You just want to drink that straight because that's
we're going to have
delicious.
another cup of coffee. But that is...
That is crazy good, but I'm really enjoying its effect on my coffee. If this is
and the coffee?
If this is coffee without whipping cream, I'm fine.
You can do it, right? And the coffee is the chocolate Nespresso. So it's like triple chocolate coffee.
Chocolate. Well, I really appreciate the fact that if we can't have heavy whipping cream, we can have this concoction that is really delicious. So basically... It's the core. I want to call it zone. I know that there is a zone diet. I don't know why I want to call this Keto Chow zone. But this is Keto Chow core mixed with elements.
And it really blended well. I think it blends so much better than the other beef proteins that are out there.
No chunking.
I'm definitely going to be ordering some of this, if for no other reason than our coffee. Because it's great for the coffee.
4 total carbs for the entire container.
Packet.
Yeah.
And you could probably, if you're a normal person, get 4 coffees out of a packet.
Is that implying I am not a normal person? Is that where we're going with this?
Well, we drink kind of an obscene amount of coffee.
That's true.
We really do. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I mean, and it would work really well with the sweetened too. It's just that I only have 2 sweetened left, and I had 3 unsweetened.
No.
So I figured start with the unsweetened.
Yeah, start with the unsweetened. Because honestly, with the element added,
it's bringing in some sweetness.
It's got enough sweetness.
Yeah, so there's a link down below for this. It is still available. If you use the link, you get 10% off. Okay, so today is New Year's Day.
Yes, it is.
What are we doing for our new year?
Are you talking about like what
Overall.
is our challenge? So the theme for this year is 2KK Fight Club.
It's not a challenge.
Right. It is a theme of this year because I think it's important for us to take some time to realize this is not just a diet. We started keto for weight loss. And I wish that we knew all of the health benefits that we were going to experience with keto, because I think that we would have come into it hopefully differently with an attitude of, I'm in the fight for my life.
Right.
I really am. We're fighting for our life. We see like all of the things. All you have to do is go to the doctor and sit down and write out like your family history of disease. And you think about what's out there, basically.
Right.
And for me, it was things like Alzheimer's, and it was a lot of mental illness. It was heart problems. It was diabetes. It was a very bleak future. And we have an opportunity to eat our way to better health. And it's been the testimony of us, and we want it to be able to be the testimony of so many other people.
Yeah, so the entire focus this year is going to be Fight for Your Life. We're the Fight Club. We're not changing everything we're doing. We're still going to vlog. We're still going to do product reviews. We're still going to do lots of live streams. We're still going to focus on family. Because if you want to fight for your life, you need to do it as a family.
You're willing to put up the fight for your family a lot of times. And
the only fight we ever had on keto with anybody forcing was
my
your
mom.
mother.
Yeah, because I wanted her to go keto. But I have found that the biggest fight is my inner child.
Right.
It's my desire to have things in the moment, or to be lazy about things in the moment. And I've got to put up a fight. I'm worth getting up off the couch for. I'm worth making good decisions for. This isn't just subjective. I think in the past, if you were on a diet, you would make decisions like, all right, I'll make this bad decision right here in this moment, but then like later on, I'll get it together. And I don't want to act like that. I want us to realize how serious this situation is and really fight through our cravings and our desire to stay very sedentary this year, and decide to kind of fight back against our own like inner kid.
Yeah. I do want to say that like every month we're going to have a different focus. I don't want to use the word challenge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I think sometimes we hear challenge and we're immediately like, nope, that's for advanced people. I don't want to do challenges. I fail at challenges. If I don't do well, I'm going to like be upset. And now I'm going to label myself as a failure, and we hate labels. That's why we don't like using the word like lazy and dirty and that kind of stuff, because we're labeling ourselves. But we have a focus.
Yeah.
So January's focus is eliminate one thing. It doesn't have to be drastic. It could be anything. It could be, I'm going to eliminate diet soda. It could be, I'm going to eliminate heavy cream. It could be anything. And here's the thing. If you're doing keto, you're already eliminating things.
Yeah, you are.
You're only,
rice, potatoes, bread.
We're just asking you to eliminate one more thing. Yeah. One thing that you're currently having that you think, this may be a problem. And it's just temporary.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that thought. But I also want to make sure that if I view something as a challenge or whatever the ask is of a month, in this case, elimination, when that thought comes up in my head, oh, well, I hope this isn't a challenge because I always fail at stuff. That is the thought to fight back against.
Eliminate that thought.
That is the challenge, because I failed a gajillion times in the past too. Giving up on ourselves as long as we're breathing, not an option.
So today we're going to attempt Crab Rangoon, because Rachel didn't do Crab Rangoon yesterday.
I want to fix this. We need to remedy it. It's my only regret of December. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I actually we're going to have to make it and eat it later in the day, because we had so much pizza and I ate it.
Finish.
Well, I ate mine.
I didn't finish my pizza.
I absolutely finished my pizza.
I didn't finish my jalapeno
I didn't finish my jalapeno poppers. And I literally was like, this ain't right. I can't believe I'm not eating, that I'm actually putting this back. But I was full. So we don't mess with that. I felt good, but I still feel full.
Okay, we're going to try to make these Crab Rangoon for Rachel. We've done this before, and it's sort of worked. I mean, I know the filling is on point, but we've always struggled with the wrapper, because we're going to use chicken skins as the wrapper. And the last time we tried to do this, we tried to put it in the air fryer, and they just shrunk up too much. It didn't really work. So today, we're going to try to deep fry them, because you're not going to keep them in there that long, and we're going to use beef tallow. The one thing I did need was toothpicks, and all of the stores by us are closed for New Year's, so I ended up going to Whole Foods because I needed a couple other things anyway. Funny thing is in Whole Foods, I had my choice of mint-flavored toothpicks, tea tree-flavored toothpicks, or these bamboo picks, which were much more expensive, but it's all I could get today, so we're going to use those. The rest of what we need is we need some cream cheese, we need a can of crab meat, some green onion, we actually just 1 or 2 green onions, some soy sauce or liquid aminos. I don't mind soy sauce because we're not using a ton of it. I know some people are like, soy, when you're using a teaspoon or a tablespoon, not that big of a deal. It's when you're consuming a lot of soy is when I worry about it. And then some Worcestershire sauce. And same thing, that generally has a little bit of sugar, but we're using a teaspoon for the whole recipe. I don't worry about it. And then finally, some garlic powder. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take my bowl, and I have 4 ounces of cream cheese here, and I've just kind of had it sitting out. So this is like a little bit softened, but not completely. To that, I'm going to add a 6-ounce can of crab meat that I've drained some of the liquid from. I've got 2 green onions that I've just kind of chopped up, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce or liquid aminos, and 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And we're just going to go ahead and mix this up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it harden up again. Okay, so the mixture is hardened up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and try to stuff these. Over here I have some tallow heating up in a pan. We're going to take a chicken skin, and one thing you want to do is try to dry it as much as possible. We're going to put a spoon of this inside. Don't overfill it because you're going to have to fold this. Then I'm going to fold in one side and fold in another side, and hopefully you have it so that you can cover most of it. Then we're going to fold up this, and I'm just going to literally roll it, trying to keep everything tucked in. So this is a little bit different than a wonton. And then we're going to try to use these skewers, which are not very good because they're not super pointy. So I'm just going to kind of put them through like this and try to push it through like that. The whole idea is just to kind of keep this together. And we're going to do it like that. And I'm going to put all of these together, and then we can go ahead and try them in the oil. Okay, I am going to say I don't have a lot of confidence in these the way it is. We're going to try one, and then I think what I may end up having to do is put these in the freezer to let that mixture really solidify. But we're going to go ahead and put one in and see what happens. Okay, we're going to take this one out, let it sit, see if it stiffens up. I'm going to try one more, and we do have one in the air fryer. But it doesn't seem to be working the way I want it to work.
What happened to my crab rangoon?
Epic fail. You have 3.
Okay.
Sort of. 3 out of 12.
3 out of 12 ain't bad.
I don't think there's any filling left in them, and the chicken skin probably is like not crunchy all the way through.
It's not. It was a good try though.
It's an epic fail.
That's all right.
I have another idea.
Okay.
We know that the filling is good.
Yes.
So we can go back to it being a dip the way it's been, or not today. We could do jalapenos stuffed with the crab dish. So like crab rangoon stuffed jalapenos.
Either that, or you could just cook the chicken skins on their own, and we'll just use it as like a dip. Like use that as the chip and the crab stuff.
It's just, what happens is when you put it in the oil, you cannot get the chicken skin because you have to wrap it so many times. The outer layer will get crispy, but the inner layer just doesn't get it.
It gets wet.
And I tried putting it in the air fryer. The air fryer right now is loaded with crab dip.
Because it just like
I tried frying it for a little while in the oil, and then once it was like sort of crispy, putting it into the air fryer. That's what you've got there. So now the outside was kind of burnt, but the inside still isn't cooking. It's just not working right with the chicken skin because you have to fold it over so many times to get the dip to stay in there. So backup plan was we had a whole bunch of points from Buffalo Wild Wings. Like I had like 5,000 points.
This was a good backup plan.
And you can't use them on like the buy one get one day.
Like on Tuesdays.
So I got 30 wings for free. And then we had one of our bacon cheddar jalapeno burgers. We had 2 of them that were defrosted. Then we have leftover jalapeno poppers. I had 3 and I gave you 1.
Thank you.
Because you were going to eat those, but I don't think you're going to eat those. So we'll split it up 2 for 2.
Thank you.
So the Buffalo Wild Wings.
These are really good.
I got them plain. We always get them plain. We bring them home.
What's this like sweet, zesty sauce?
So half of them are the Primal Kitchen buffalo sauce, which we really like.
That's our go-to.
We get that at Costco, or we just order online because we have a 15% off discount. I think it's 15%. We have a discount code for Primal Kitchen. It's 2 Crazy Ketos. I'll leave a link down below. But sometimes they have it in Costco, so we get it there. The other one is the Caribbean Jerk GQ's wing sauce, which we get at Walmart.
That is good.
And that stuff is really good. We went over the ingredients in the other one. Not the cleanest, but cleaner than most. The label does say in some of them that it has canola oil. Not all of them, or sunflower oil. But it's like the last ingredient, and all of them show 0 fat. So that means there's not a lot. And I'm fine with that.
My test has been I haven't felt bad the next day after eating it.
Yeah, which sometimes we do get with Buffalo Wild Wings. And we actually have a whole video on how to eat Buffalo Wild Wings. I'll leave it up here. But it's not that we never have the Buffalo Wild Wing sauce. I mean, if we're on the road, we do. But at home, I'd rather just sauce it ourselves. And then on top of my burger, I'm going to put this Hawaiian Kitchen, Primal Kitchen, Hawaiian style barbecue sauce.
Just want to try it. That's very tasty.
Yeah, I like it.
There's like a smoky flavor.
On my wings, I toss them in the Caribbean jerk, and then I put some of the G. Hughes mango habanero across the top to give it like a multitude of flavors.
Extra spice.
So, yeah. After this, we're just going to relax. We said we were going to relax all day, and we haven't. I've been working in the kitchen.
I've been de-Christmasing the house.
You took everything down in the front, so we're just going to relax the rest of the afternoon because we actually have the house to ourselves, and just enjoy the rest of our New Year's Day. If you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take a look at our most recent video that I'm going to put right over here.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we make something, pass or fail, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.